you keep falling for it. You know, in terms of weight loss, in the years I've been helping people, and I mean hundreds of people lose weight, I've seen three common things that can hold somebody back. But most importantly, the three reasons why most people fail. And it's not rocket science, it's right in front of your faces, but it's about how you see it, your perspective of it, and how you could take that perspective and change it into something new. Because the reason why you hire trainers is not just to, have them babysit you through the entire time. You're also hiring that trainer to change your perception of what healthy eating is, what it's like to actually be in the gym and be comfortable, but most importantly, to get the results that you're looking for. And what am I doing wrong and what I could be doing better to get those results? Because again, going back to the three things that hold you back, and I just want to get it started right off the bat. Number one is you guys keep falling for it. And what I mean by keep falling for it, and I know I started a video with this, it's every time you see some form of messaging that promises you quick results in the gym, quick results when it comes to losing weight, you lean towards that instead of continue doing what you were doing. Meaning I've seen people go to gyms and cancel their membership because they hopped on Ozempic, because they're like, yeah, this is going to work much better and it's probably the cost of my personal training, so I'm just going to go and do it. But the thing is, that's never going to benefit you in the long term. That's never going to benefit your health, even in the short term, because you're just taking something instead of facing the habits, the decisions that you make on a daily basis, and truly understanding how you can come to an understanding with those habits. Because if we really want to talk about weight loss, when we gain a certain amount of weight and we have these bad habits that are in place that led us to being that amount of weight, sometimes we don't even understand why we're doing it. Meaning, I've seen people tell me, bro, I don't know why I just binge eat. I just ate for 2 hours straight. I just didn't stop. I couldn't stop. And it was just mindless. So, in terms of your journey, you have to find a way to understand and connect with those good habits. And the only way you could do that is not jumping the gun and saying, oh, this just came out. GLP-1, let's go. Yes, it works for some people, but for most it doesn't. For most it's kind of frustrating. For most they spent a whole lot of money. And I've even seen stories, and I actually have a client right now who stopped taking the GLP-1 because he started strength training, eating healthier, and it changed his entire body versus what he looked like with GLP-1. And I'll show you the picture right here. So what is that telling you? That's telling you if you take the necessary actions instead of jumping the gun, you will get the results. Jumping the gun will just lead you to getting somewhere that you never fully understood you even got there. And what I mean by that is some will lose the weight, but they won't understand how they did it, and sometimes they revert once they hop off whatever they were taking. And some won't even lose any weight, and they'll get pissed off and blame that when they should have been blaming themselves for not doing what they need to be doing. What's the rush? For some of you, you've been struggling with losing weight for 10 years, but every single day you try to rush the process to lose your next 10 pounds. What's the rush? And that goes right into number two. You guys are rushing into everything. The minute you get back into working out, you start with 5-7 days. Not considering the fact that you're going to be sore after your first day. For some of you, you jump into a class that promised you some 6 weeks, 25 pounds, when you damn well know you can't even lose 3 in a week. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful, that's just honesty. Usually the threshold, or what we should be aiming for in a week, is about 1 to 2.5 pounds. Not damn near 7-5 every damn week. What's the rush? In order for these habits and foundations, things you're gonna be putting into play to work for you, you have to take your time. Taking your time to understand what we mean when we say proper form, stretch at the bottom, press through, and why do we mean that? Why do we say that? We're not just saying it because it just came out of our ass. No, we're saying that because it helped us build muscle. Understanding when I say, yes, make sure you're eating at least 150 grams of protein because you're aiming for 160 pounds and you want to be leaner at 160 pounds. So start with 150 and over time we'll build it up because you've never eaten over 150 grams of protein before. So start with the minimum so therefore we can aim for that maximum. And you'll understand that over time, as you strength train, as you eat healthy, you build these things up, but most importantly, you start building yourself up. And when you have an understanding, that's when you're like, I got this. Oh yeah, I know what to do. And that's when things start, connecting, but most importantly, you start having fun. One of my biggest goals, especially with my clients, to help you so much that when we're done together, you won't need a trainer. You won't need the motivation to say I need to go to the gym. You will just understand why you need to go to the gym. Because there's a difference between motivation and knowing. Most people that say I need motivation to go to the gym just don't know how to actually get there. The people that know how to go to the gym, how to eat healthy, know how to get that result. There's a difference. Motivation is the unknown. Knowing is knowing the known and saying, I'm going after that motherfucker. So what's the rush? Take your time to understand what you're doing, how it's affecting you, how it's applying to your day-to-day, how to fit into your schedule. And don't beat yourself up. If you can get 30 minutes today, get it, boom, 45 tomorrow. If you can get 30 minutes today, boom, get it, boom, an hour tomorrow. If you have to rush breakfast today and get something from Dunkin' Donuts, boom, get something from Dunkin' Donuts. But make a better choice. Pick the better option. And meal prep, you don't need to do it in 3 hours. If you need to do an hour today, boom, do an hour today, do an hour tomorrow. You meal prep one meal today, you meal prep one meal tomorrow, boom, now you have 8 meals prepped for the entire week. Sure, it took you 2 days, but who cares? You're ready, you're prepared, you're ahead. Stop jumping the gun. What's the rush? What's last? It's you. There's 2 forms of accountability. Personal accountability, and what I like to say, external accountability. Your coaches, your trainers. Because we can get to a personal level, but it's never gonna be that personal. Personal means I feel it. And for this to work for you, you need to start being better about your personal accountability. Yes, you can get external accountability from your coaches to make sure that you hit the gym, to make sure that you eat healthy. But there will be times where you have to make that decision and you have to make the right decision. And here's the thing, you're not gonna make the right decision every time, and I expect you to not make it every time. But out of 7 days, at least give me 5. And here's the thing, you hear people say, oh, you are 5 days good and you're trash on the weekends, and that's what's, fucking up your weight loss journey. To some degree, that is true. But if you learn to better manage your weekends, that won't be so true, and you could still progress while enjoying your weekends. Meaning just don't go overboard and learn to moderate it. Stay within your macro count. And then once you do that, it's a game changer for you. But you need to have personal accountability to hold yourself to that standard. And that's my question to you. What standard do you have for yourself? What standard do you have for yourself when you look in the mirror? When you step on that scale? When you put on those shoes, those dress pants, that suit and tie? What standard do you have for yourself in your mindset? And the reason why I ask what standard is because personal accountability will have a direct reflection to the standard that you uphold for yourself. So just realize, when you say you're going to do something about your weight, about the way you eat, and you don't do it, that's just lowering your standard for yourself. So to build that standard back up, for one, start small. If it's 1 meal a day, start with 1 meal a day. Make sure it's a healthy meal. And I'm not talking about just getting a salad from McDonald's. I'm talking about actually sitting down, prepping a meal, understanding what you're cooking, so you can do it again, and just having your memory of how you did it. And that becomes a habit form. And you do that for 30 days straight, I promise you, you'll never want to go back. If it's, let's hit the gym 3 or 4 times a week, that's the only time I have, do it. Oh, I only have 30 minutes for those 3 to 4 times a week. I don't care, do it. It's better than just sitting home and not doing anything. If it's going for a walk for 20 minutes every day, do it. And slowly build up that standard. But you have to start somewhere to even get somewhere. And the only way you can get that needle moving, get that truck going, is with personal accountability. So become more accountable to yourself. You told yourself you're gonna start waking up earlier. You told yourself you're gonna start going to bed earlier because you know it's affecting your mindset. You know it's affecting your energy. You know when you wake up, you feel sluggish and tired. So do the opposite so you can feel the difference of waking up with energy and feeling proud and confident and ready to just tackle the day. You might not feel like that every day, but at least aim for a few times during the week. And over time, it might become every day because you're like, shit, I ain't going back, which happens a lot. Especially if you talk to a lot of people that used to be overweight, like me. I ain't going back. I can't go back. I've gone too far. I'm joking. I haven't gone too far, but I'm still not going back. I'm at a point where I feel good, I feel confident, and I'm proud of what I do on a daily basis towards my health. And I just want to get you to that point as well too. That's what it's all about. Now, if you shift all these 3 things and make some changes within your day-to-day, your lifestyle, you'll do great. Remember, start small and build your way up. With that being said, hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay beautiful, stay blessed. Peace.